Roll up, it's a media frenzy as Car Boot Chris is ruining reselling for everyone. Hello? Anyone there? You waiting? Is anyone waiting? Belle? There's some people waiting here.
Hi.
Hello? Anyone there? Hang on a second, what's this? There is a duck race later on.
I hate that duck. Now the favourite person of the show is here.
Say hello, cooks. Say hello.
Because we all know that's what people come for, don't they? They don't come to see us. They come to see the dog.
I think we need to go and get ready. So see you in a minute.
Bye!
Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back to Cooking the Haydens. I'm Car Boot Chris. This is Bargain Belle. What's up?
Cookie.
She's eating a bone. I hope you're all well. I hope things are going well on the old eBay. And you
Give me 2 seconds.
What's up?
I think we got a gagging dog.
She would give her a new bone. What is it? Good job she went and checked. She all right? Dogs, eh? Choking on bones. She'll be back in a second, I'm sure. Cookie, you okay, baby? Yeah, you. You choking? That's that bone out the window.
Sorry, drama reverted. Oh, she gets a bit silly when you give her bones. When she gets to the end, she tries to like swallow them when they're too big. Don't you? Silly thing.
Anyway, so we've got a packed show today. Loads of stuff to talk about as always. We've got an oh no to do. We've got to talk about a bit of media frenzy. Whether we like it or not, we're going to talk about it briefly. Also, eBay have made a change on the app. Have you seen it? I saw it today, and it's something I've been crying out for ages. I'm sure they must have listened to me.
Mm-hmm. Because we all listen to you.
But seriously, eBay have made a change on their app, and I mentioned it probably about a year ago, like saying they really just need to make this tiny little change. We'll talk about that. We've got sale of the week, we've got pickup of the week, we've got this is heavy, the duck race, the bell end, and loads more. You haven't got one?
I forgot.
Oh, this is going to rat already. Anyway, in the meantime, we're going to Belle's going to say hello to as many people as possible.
I can do that.
In the allotted 2 minutes, you've got to beat her to the bottom by getting your hellos in, and you've got to beat Belle to the end. So are we ready? Go.
We have Andy Incognito, Helen, Brooke, Evan Hawthorne, Secret Carper, Scout Ann, Joe, Fluffy Muffin, Lynn Jeffries, Flogsome Togs, Lana, Hensden, Lisa, Pat Walker, Paul Baker, Kathy, Les Wilkins, Jeff Davis, Nefinity, Hills and Moon, Fix It for Reselling, Gwaz, Deborah, Mrs. Love, Phil Higginson, Kev Smith, Nespresso, Anna. Oh, anyone? Ian G. The Monkey Thrifter, GT Pre-Loved, Chris Tyler, Limelight Vinted, Alison Wakefield, Delboy Dan, Armsy, Jason Entwistle, Movie Tracks, Jamie Rue. I think I've said Fletch one, but I'll say again just in case I haven't. Oliver Ian, Greg, Flipping Ella.
Babs on Facebook.
Babs on Facebook. John at YLM, Dippin Williams, Babs at the Attic, Dizzy J, KG's, Daniel Moore, Andy Incognito, I think I said him first, Kimmy Kitty, Ali Evans, Cherry Potato, Joyce, Hillary Rhodes, Bumcrack Picker, George's Treasure Shed,
Bumcracksing,
the Plush Lady, and I'm at the bottom.
Yay!
Woohoo!
Well done. Well done. You lot are officially useless because Belle beat you to the bottom. You are fired.
Ever since we started doing this, because we said we were spending too much time saying hello to everybody, we've been really successful.
Yeah.
It's pretty much saying hello to almost everybody.
I like how we can do it in 2 minutes and then we can just pick people's comments throughout the show. And that way, because it was starting to take us 10-15 minutes, wasn't it, to get down, wasn't it? But we do pride ourselves on being as interactive as possible and saying hello to as many people as possible.
Andy got a double shout out.
Did he?
Yeah. Anybody else get a double shout out? I thought I did really well then for not doing 2.
Delboy Dan says, going on holiday down to Devon, end of the month, got my car boot list and even picked up a cheap roof box. So well, good luck.
With stock.
I hope you get lots of stuff. I always like Torbay car boot, and I also like Coypool car boot in Plymouth. That's a nice one. Lovely people that run that car boot.
Whereabouts in Devon are you going to? Daniel Moore says, have you been to the circus after the car boot yet? No. I did have a look.
I'm not a big fan of the circus.
Yeah, I did have a look, but I don't know if they've got clowns. I don't do clowns anyway, so that always puts me off going to the circus.
You are a clown.
Whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It always looks fun, but they're quite expensive, aren't they, as well?
Yeah, it is a bit pricey.
They're quite expensive.
Yeah. Bumcrack is back. Welcome to the Bumcrack.
Richard Payne has joined us. And Just Luke has caught us. Has seen. Oh my God, has joined us. Hi. It's because I was reading. He said, not caught a live show in a long time. Seen a news article this morning about you, Chris. I'm glad to see your hard work and videos finally being rewarded. Hope the channel continues to grow. Just Luke.
Just Luke. Thank you, Luke. Appreciate it. Tommy Lee says, Chris, is it your idea that's made everyone else's listings disappear? Maybe it was. Don't blame me.
George
there's Just Luke.
Said my duck race prize should be delivered to you in the next day or so.
Oh, thank you, George. Thank you. Yes. Did we? Because I know George towards the end of last week's show mentioned. Did we highlight his comment last week? Because I watched the end of the show, and I saw that George had said he was sending us a prize, but I don't know if we read it out.
Yeah, I remember reading it out.
Right. Okay. That's all right.
I remember we did mention it because I think you said you were sending it to us, didn't you?
Right.
Yeah, I think he said he was sending it to us, so I do remember it.
Thank you, George.
Andy said, "Look at them dinosaurs." I know.
Oh yeah.
We were debating how they were going to fit in here. There's
there's a few big ones.
3, 4, 5, 6 of them big ones. 6.
Flogs and Tog says loves the room set out. Yeah, I'll do on a future video. I'll show you how this room looks properly. But it's done now. The house is set up. I've just got little jobs to do here and there, haven't I? To finish off, but everything is done, and yeah,
all the big stuff's done.
All the big stuff done.
Andrew says Sunday Reel was the biggest this year.
Wow, where did I go on Sunday? I went to. I took a drive out to the Fun Ship, Andy, and then I went on to a car boot in Flint. I got a few bits. Probably not as much as if I was at Real, but yeah, I did get a few bits, and it was nice to go and check out 2 car boots I'd never been to before.
Perhaps they decided not to lurk tonight.
Oh, good. Welcome.
Debo Dan said going to Martin in North Devon. We haven't been there, I don't think.
I've not heard of that actually.
No.
Dan,
Family
not heard
have
of
been
that.
holidaying there for 4 generations. Oh, it must be good then if people keep going back. But no, I don't think we've been to Coombe Martin.
Anna says, how do we send duck race prizes in? So you have a PO box address. Well, there's a couple of things you can do, Anna. If you do want to provide a duck race prize, you can either contact me privately and send it to me, or you can keep hold of the item, and when it's your week for your prize, I can pass you on the details of the winner, and you can send it direct to the person. So it's up to you. I don't mind either. Just let us know.
Cookie's tapping a water bowl with clearly no water in it.
Well, she does know that there's water downstairs, so she'll go down there, won't she?
Cookie's got this thing where if a water bowl's empty, she bangs a paw in it.
Because she knows Mummy comes running.
It's really, I'm like sat here going, I need to go and fill a water bowl up.
It's still going.
Ding, 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 ding. I need to go and put water in.
All right, go on. Room is coming together, says Kimmy Kitty. Oh, Del Boy Dan said, I sold the for real cat from last week, £1 into 55. That's nice, Dan. That's nice. Those for real pets, you know, the actual animal ones are really good. The tiger's a good one to pick up as well. If non-fit, you can always send them with a hat. Have I missed the Hayden's episode of Crib's house tour? I've not done a house tour yet. I've not done one yet. I might do something at some point, but certainly the stock room and in here I'll probably do.
Her Majesty has been dealt with.
Right. Paul Baker says Weatherby car boot was fab. That's good. George says I bought a studio photo box for photographing and over the moon with it. Highly recommend it if tight on space.
Well, Linlin says, what time Wednesday going to my Uncle David's funeral?
Oh, sorry to hear that.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Sorry to hear you've lost a family member. Loving Bell's cup.
Yeah, so it's bigger than her head. Look at the size of it.
It's a Whithard. It's a Whithard cup, and I don't use it very often anymore because it is massive. But most of the cups were in the dishwasher, so this was my next one.
Tommy Trades is in. Welcome. Kimmy Kitty says the weather was good at the weekend. Did you do well at the car boots? It was okay. Did I go to one on Saturday or was it? No, I went to Rill on Saturday, but it was a bit rainy, so there wasn't a lot there. And Sunday I did, like I said before, I did the Fun Ship and Flint.
Andy says, is it pumpkin spice? No, not tonight. I forgot.
Retro Hawk, good evening to you.
Dippin says we're going all blurry.
Oh.
Let's have a look.
Interesting.
Let's have a look.
How's it look?
Don't know yet.
I've not got any warnings here.
Ooh. We seem all right.
Yeah. Oh, it might be you then, whoever that. Who was it? Going to North Wales Rill in 3 weeks. We do pop in on the Sainsbury's car boot on Sunday morning after a big fry up. Oh, give us a shout, Fletch. If I'm around, I'll actually 3 weeks from now. We might not be around that weekend. Actually, I'm not just saying that either. That's the weekend we're thinking of.
Is that our anniversary?
Possibly that's our anniversary
Is that
weekend.
the weekend of the 2nd?
Yeah, we might not be able to go to the boot sale on that day. But let us know where you are, and I'll let you know if we're around, and we'll meet up or something. or say hello or whatever. Oh, Just Luke, new member. Welcome for joining. Thank you for joining us, Just Luke.
Welcome to Salute.
Drop me a message on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll give you some more information.
Jason said picked up a 36-inch Nevada Gears of War Lancer chain gun for £7. Listed it for 150, as it has some slight damage. Otherwise, it would have been up to £300.
Lovely. That is nice.
Wow, that is good.
Movie
Chat said we could do a movie chat special house tour, doubling up with a game of how much toys can we put in our pockets.
These are all nailed down in here, I'm afraid. Everything is accounted for. Everything is counted.
Good luck putting them dinosaurs in your pocket. They're big ass dinosaurs.
Is that a dinosaur in your pocket? Are you just pleased to see me? Paul says the Nike zip up. See, I love those, Paul. I put on those zip ups.
They're awful.
I'm actually, Paul, I'm looking out for a black or blue pair because I want a pair of those. They're so comfortable.
They're ugly.
I'm looking out for a pair, so I've got some on watch.
Is that a good question to slide you into your little thing?
Yeah, we can do. Okay, so what Paul is talking about there is some Nike, can't remember the name of them now. Something Bonafide, Nike Flight Bonafide trainers, and they're like basketball,
AKA ugly trainers,
basketball slip-ons with zips at the heel, right? You might have seen it on a previous video, I'm not sure, but the problem with them was one of them was missing the insole. So I debated whether to just sell them without, but I decided to go and get a new pair of insoles. So I picked up a pair of insoles on eBay. This is the empty packet. They're pretty good insoles, actually. They're quite comfy. But these have obviously been made and shipped from China. And on the top of the packet, I don't know if you're going to be able to see it on camera, but it says, "Stepping on shit feeling." I think whoever... Oh, look, we've gone green. Oh, what's going on? There we go. Whoever was responsible for the translation on this packet should be sacked on the spot. Stepping on shit feeling. How the hell do you... Why is that even on there? Look.
That's funny.
That's mental. Daniel Moore said, if you want a film that you can switch your brain off to, I recommend Meg 2. I can't wait for Meg 2. Is it out at cinema now? If it is, babe, we'll go and see that.
Whatever.
I cannot wait for that.
We said hello to Tommy Trades. If not,
yes, we have.
Did you do it while I wasn't here?
Gwaz says, congrats on the heart radio. Yeah, that was funny, that. I literally didn't sleep all night before I had to do that.
He was like a nervous wreck.
I was a nervous wreck. I was. I won't mind, but I have done a little bit of radio before, like for the charity I work for. We did some local radio, but that's fine because no one listens to it.
Oh, there you go. Fletchman said it's the weekend of the 9th. We should be
all right. Might be okay then. Might be okay. Let us know where you're up to. You never know. We might be able to meet up.
Jeff said, today's mine and my lovely wife Tracy 35th anniversary. Going to a fancy restaurant for dinner, and I saw the amazing romantic gesture that Santa did for his missus.
What did he do? I haven't seen anything.
He gave her 35 red roses, a rose for every year they've been together.
Oh, Jeff!
I was like, oh my god, that's so sweet.
You've gone down in my estimation now.
And all I can say is Santa has to be a romantic as well, doesn't he? So come on, can it get any better?
Jeff.
Can it get any better? That's adorable.
Congrats anyway.
Yeah, congratulations.
Where's my thing gone off the bottom?
And I don't think he's in today, but it's also Mr. Diggs's wedding anniversary today as well. But I haven't seen him in. But
happy anniversary to Mr. Diggs as well.
Mr. Diggs's too.
Flogs and Tob's not been feeling great, so not staying long. Don't worry. If you have to go, you have to go.
Can I have that excuse?
No.
Oh, okay. Hope you feel better soon, Flogs and Togs. Andy and Conique says a reseller bought a laser tag off me today. Wonder if they are here. Maybe.
Don't know. Tommy Lee says me and Nicola had our 17th wedding anniversary.
Ah, got any party poppers for that?
There you go. Happy anniversary to you guys.
Yes.
Every time I do that, though, I have to go back and put that on. There we go.
Well, we're at it. Any birthdays?
Lin said, got a bargain today. A Radley pale pink cross body bag from Cancer Research for £2.50.
Wow.
And she loved the trainers.
Oh,
thank you. I like them.
They're awful.
I just wasn't keen on the colour. Purple's not really my colour.
Oh, Cheap Charlie has joined us from late. Glad you started without me. Sorry, we'll wait for you next time.
Whoever translated that had too many bad experiences.
So soft.
Bills and Moon Nicholas says, my cat pooped in my shoe once. I can vouch for that company.
It's a weirdly nice
stepping on shit feeling.
It's a weirdly nice feeling. Oh my god.
Oh, that's nasty. Imagine putting your foot in that. Ugh. That's disgusting. I'd have to put my feet in bleach.
Monkey Thisha says stepping on sounds like a new Eminem single. Phil Higginson said his stepnan was 95 at the weekend.
Ooh, 95. That's some age.
I know.
Anthony Bedworth, welcome. Good evening to you. Question for Chris. How key is networking and contacts in reselling? It's very important. Very important if you can network and get some good contacts for buying stuff. I had a few good contacts before we moved up here. I have to start again.
We've already started to build a little network up as well down here. Yeah.
But it's really important and it'll help you in the long run, but you can still do it. You can still do it in the you can still resell in the meantime, no problem.
Well, Jeff says he's been getting the number of roses to match the years of their married for a long, long time.
Lisa agrees with you about the shoes, by the way.
They are horrible. Yeah. And if he ever buys any, he's not coming out with me wearing them.
I like them. They were comfy as hell.
Paul Baker said Scott Mills shouted out Chris on BBC Radio.
Yeah, they did. They did. See what you buy. It says good evening. Welcome to you as well. Right. What do we need to do first? What should we do first, babe?
Am I allowed a birthday just so you play the VT? Is it your birthday? If it's your birthday, you can have the VT.
It's not his birthday. Let's do this.
I hope and pray we can sell it all on eBay.
Sale of the week. Okay. Now, these sales of the week and pickups of the weeks, they're not always like the best items, right? But it's just something where there's something interesting to talk about. So I had a sale this week. I'm going to share my screen. Here we go. Hang on a second. Share the screen. And this is my sale of the week, right? And I've had this it's a single stitch vintage t-shirt. I thought it might have gone for a bit more. It ended up going for 15 quid on a best offer. So not all vintage t-shirts go for amazing money.
Have you had that for a while?
Yeah.
Is that one of the ones I listed?
I don't know. I've had it for a while. I think I had two of these actually. Babe.
What room's that you've
That's the old house. I think I had two of these at one point, but I sold it for 15. But the thing is, when I went to send it, I noticed the address on it, and the address was going to London Television Centre. So I was wondering, excuse me, sorry. That's the drink. That's the drink. Yeah, the address was London TV Centre, you know, the big BBC centre. And I did message the buyer to say, you know, I noticed your address. Is it
she's
being?
Gonna spew, she's gonna puke.
Is it being used in anything? But they never got back to me. There's nothing worse than a dog puking. Get her outside, babe, quick! That'll teach her for giving her bones that she's not used to. So yeah, that is the sale of the week. Maybe that'll appear in a TV show, don't know, a film, something, I don't know. But it's always interesting to see where your items go, and if it's going to end up on telly, that'd be nice. So that, whoopsie daisy, that's the duck race. That is sale of the week. We're having problems with Cookie tonight, aren't we? She okay? You can always tell when your dog's going to throw up. What Cookie does is she starts licking her mouth. I don't know why, but she does it, and it's a telltale sign. When she starts doing that, you get her out as quick as possible. Yeah. So there you go. Sales, what are they? Says Kathy. Tommy Trade says, I had a private sale today that only came through networking and over time building up a relationship. Big bundle on lots of good bits, and it's the second time they sold to me. That's good. Yep. Excellent. Yeah, new carpet. Jesus, I think she's got her outside. It'll be that bone or whatever it is that she's given her. I wouldn't say networking is essential and you get plenty done with your head down. Yeah, I'm the same. Networking is great if you can get a contact who gives you some great stuff like first refusal on things. But in reality, you can certainly get by without. You know, not everybody has the confidence to go and like try and network with people and put themselves forward and talk to people, and it's not for everybody. So if you've not got the confidence to do that, it's absolutely fine. You can still make a living without. Ian J, evening to you. Poor Cookie, yeah. Hi, married to reselling. Andy says mine does the same. Was it a cooked bone? No, it was one of these that you buy, you know, like hoof, or it was like a hoof or something like that. Chuddering. Laura Araz here, hi. Ian G says, regarding networking, local business breakfast began a thing a few years ago. Yeah. With diverse specialities meeting up and firming business connections. But what do you actually get from those breakfast meetings, Ian? Because when I worked for a charity, used to do these breakfast business meetings. And I guess from a charity point of view, it was useful because you could try and, once you've made connections with it as a charity with local businesses, you can try and do like sponsorships and stuff. You know, like you'll ask local businesses to sponsor the duck race, for example. Oh, sponsored by XYZ, and you can do that. But I'm not sure, like me as a reseller, going to a local networking breakfast, I'm not sure what I'd get out of that, other than like learning about local business and stuff. I'm not sure, but maybe you would get something out of it. Brummy Time Lord, welcome. Everyone's eyes on Wilco at the moment. Oh, you know what? I sold a Wilco item last week. That could have been sale of the week. I mean, it was a very small sale. It was like £12 or something. But it was. Remember, a few weeks back, I bought a bundle of die-cast trucks, and one of them was a Wilco truck, and that one sold. So people are buying up the Wilco stuff if you've got any. How do you block a non-payer? Oh, it's dead easy, Dipping. Dead easy. If you go to the help section on eBay, just type in block a buyer, and it takes you to the page where you can block them. Or if you're on the app, I think you can go onto their profile on the app, and you can click the 3 dots or whatever in the corner, and you can block them direct from there. Mrs. Love says our dog is tipple, is rabbit ears with the fur. They absolutely stink. Cookie likes those hoofs, and they reek. It's like we've got lovely, nice new carpets and decorating, and these hoofs reek. They're horrible. Let's see if I can do another thing whilst Belle's away. Let's do pickup of the week. How about that? Oh dear.
You didn't pay for the penguin?
Sorry?
Money?
No, I bought that over there. Your penguin should still be in there.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Pickup of the week.
So this week's pickup of the week, I struggled a bit this week because there's nothing like really sort of stand out-ish for pickup of the week. But at the weekend just gone, and you'll see it on a video in the future, but I did pick up an Xbox One White. I picked this up. It come with all the leads and a controller and a game, and it cost me 20 quid. Is she okay?
She's out a load of graph, but nothing's come out yet.
All right.
Which means it's going to come out.
Keep an eye on her. What is it? A normal hoof or is it something different?
It was a camel scalp. She won't be having that again.
No. Hey.
Natural dog treats my ass.
Well, enough said.
Yeah.
I picked up this Xbox One White, so it cost me £20. I'm thinking it's worth about 60 to 80 looking at comps, but it does depend on the size of the memory inside, I think. So that is going to be my pickup of the week. It's been ages since I bought a Xbox, but for 20 quid, I couldn't not pick that one up. I haven't tested it yet, so if it don't work, then it's fail of the week, isn't it?
Just noticed everybody condolence in soul steps, but I can't
What?
see. Sorry to hear.
What's happened? Have I missed something?
Oh, his mum passed away on
Oh.
Friday. He's going to take a break from reselling.
Where is Soul Steps?
That is awful news. I'm so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. Yeah, sending our thoughts and condolences with you. But yeah, understandable. It's going to be a huge, huge change.
Yep, sorry to hear that, mate. Hey.
You need anything, you know where we are.
Yeah, if you need a chat and if you need anything at all. It's the worst, isn't it? Parent.
Yeah, definitely.
Not that, and losing anybody is bad, isn't it? But
I know, but I think there's always something a little bit more impactful when it's a parent, isn't it? Especially if you're close to them. I don't know where you was up to.
I'm up to Kathy. Kathy says £20 a bargain for the Xbox. Alan's got a reminder there, 136 watching, 26 likes. The disabled photographer says, Chris, with you being a City fan and their song is Blue Moon, on the 31st of August, it is a full moon, which is called a blue moon. So the blue moon will be rising.
And you know how poignant that is, because what is the 31st of August?
That is true. Yeah.
So, yeah, the 31st of August is the anniversary of your dad's passing. So, yeah.
And he was a City fan. He took me to my first ever game when I was about 10.
We played Blue Moon at his funeral. And then we also played it a year later on the 1st of September as our wedding song to walk into as a bit of a tribute to him as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a very poignant song, and yeah, fancy that, a blue moon rising on the 31st of August.
Yeah, I'll let my mum know. She'll like that.
Yeah, that's amazing. Thank you for letting us know that.
Jason said it should have a 1 terabyte hard. Yeah, I thought so myself, because everyone that I searched had a 1 terabyte. So if that's the case, then I think it's going to be £60 to £80. The game that came with it was a pile of crap, so forget about that. I'll probably just leave it with it. Hillary says, "Are you all right, Belle? You look a bit pale."
Just tired, as always. I've been in, it's one of my longer weeks, so I've been in work all weekend. So, yeah. But maybe I just need to put more makeup on.
No, you don't need makeup, babe.
It's not what you. That is not what you said to me this morning. This morning, he went, "Have you had a wash this morning?" I said, "Yeah, why?" And he went, "You just look really tired." And I was like, "So what's having a wash gonna do?"
Well, it freshens you up a bit, doesn't it? Mrs. Love says 1 terabyte. I think I only kind of know, as I've been nagging the other half for the series. Oh, the Series S. Martin J, good evening to you. Smooth. Yeah, smooth. Where are we up to here now? Shall we do This Is Heavy? Should we do that? Should we do a bit of a game?
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy. It's
Press the
heavy. It's
button.
heavy. It's heavy.
Oh,
Great Scott. I know, this is heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy. It's heavy.
okay, right. This is heavy, right, guys? Anybody can join in this game. If you win it, you're going to get something in the post from us, okay? No expense spared. Those who have won it in the past know exactly what to expect. Don't give it away. And yeah, basically, I'm going to show you an item. You have to guess what the weight is in grams, okay? You've only got a very short time to get this. Get it in the chat. You can only have one guess. And if you go over, you are bust. You must be under or on the amount. If there is more than one person with the same amount that wins, it's the first person to put it in the chat takes the prize.
Can I have a pen? Can I have a pad?
You can have that.
Oh, with the inky bit first.
This is it. So this Elvis statue, okay? I want to know what this Elvis statue weighs in grams, please. It must be in grams. And don't go over.
I can't even read.
Do not go over or you go bust.
I can't even read. Is that 4?
Don't say it out loud, you idiot. Yes, yes, that's it. Oh my God.
I wasn't going to say it out loud.
You were like, is that 4?
No, I wasn't going to say it out loud. I was going to give it away slightly because I was going to say something.
You were going to say it out loud.
I wasn't.
Listen out for the dog. She's just waltzed off. That means you could be throwing up. Right. You've had way too long to get this in. So I'm going to start the timer.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay, I'm going to write end in the chat. If your guess is after the word end, you are not in, you are out. So get your guess in right now. You got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I want to know what this weighs. Let's see. Have we got anybody, babes? Anyone dead on?
I'm just going through. I'm just going through it. Ooh, we've got somebody who's just over.
Ooh, over's not good enough.
Oh, no.
Over is out. Over and out. Let me see what it was. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some close ones. New name there as well. Peter Blue.
I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Right, I think I've got it. So the answer was 1490.
Was it though? No, it wasn't.
Oh,
the answer is 1590.
See, I flipped and then wrote it down wrong, so now I don't know.
You flipped.
So now I don't know because I was looking
We'll
at
have
the
to go
wrong
back.
number.
Should we go back? The answer is 1590.
Right,
Who
well,
is
we've
close?
got Peter Blues at 1500. So unless there's anybody closer than that.
Anyone above? Let's have a look. Anyone above 15? Yeah, Monkey Thrifter is 1555.
1555.
So at the moment it's Monkey Thrifter. Monkey Thrifter, Monkey Thrifter, Monkey Thrifter, Monkey Thrifter, Monkey Thrifter. Oh, Secret Carp is also 1555.
But he was.
But
he
Monkey
was,
Thrifter is first.
Yeah, but are you going backwards or forwards?
I'm going forwards.
All right.
I think it's Monkey Thrifter, babe.
Is it?
I think
Yeah,
it's.
because I've gone backwards and just met you at Secret Carper.
Yeah. Carl says 2,400. Monkey Thrifter, you're a winner.
Yeah.
Monkey Thrifter.
1555.
Well done to the monkey. Send me your address. I'm sure I've got it, monkey, but please just remind me by sending your address.
What did I tell you? I'm dyslexic with numbers. I literally flipped from there to there and wrote the wrong number down.
Well, that was because you said to me, is that a 4? That's why.
Yeah. So I wrote
You
4.
got confused.
So I wrote 4.
It doesn't matter. I'll forgive you.
And actually, what I was going to say was I wasn't going to say, is that a 4? I was going to say, is that a 4-digit number? Because I couldn't work out if it was a 4 or 5. So I was going to let it.
You're digging
slip.
a hole now,
No,
babe.
I was going to let it slip anyway, wasn't it? Because if I'd have said a 4-digit number, then it would have give people a better idea. Because you put that on the end. What's that on the end? Oh, G, grams.
Yeah.
Right, got it.
Anyway, Monkey Thrifter was the first one in. So, Peter, you've won that one. Well done, lad.
Oh, I've been doing so well at them as well.
It doesn't matter. It's okay.
You need to write better. It's your fault.
Okay.
You need to write better.
It's okay.
You need to
All
write better. I'm going to need counselling after this.
okay.
This is heavy game with
It's all
numbers. You know, you give
It's
me
all right.
nightmares.
It's okay. We forgive you.
Looks now like Elvis.
To be fair, it doesn't. I didn't know it was Elvis when I first picked it up on the store.
Ooh, Kathy says breaking news, and Cherry says insider news. eBay is genuinely being hacked.
Oh, God.
Jaws G has said they've just read it as well.
Right.
Cherry said that's why people are randomly dropping off from searches.
Bloody hell. Martin said I'd return to sender. Policeman's handwriting, says Andy.
I know, it was shocking.
Kimmy Kitty says, oh, sorry, babe.
Kathy said someone who works there's just told them.
Right. Kimmy Kitty says, how has it been remote working? I work 2.5 hours from my workplace and find it absolutely fine.
Fine. Yeah, not had any issues, no computer issues. Now I'm up in the attic. It's a much more cozier space. Nice little setup up there. Yeah,
Okay.
good.
Brooke says, what is this eBay app thing? Okay, right, Brooke. So, you remember a while back, you might remember me mentioning it. I'm sure I've mentioned it a few times. Is that I've been harping on at eBay for this little tiny change. And that is in the listing flow. For those of you that list on the app, in the listing flow, it had, let me just bring it up. So,
Kathy says keep an eye on your listings, everyone. The hack is spreading.
how does a hack spread? What does it do?
Because the hackers that have got into it are obviously working the way through, aren't they?
Well, I hope some of them hackers buy some of my stuff. I'll be all right with that. Sounds similar. Oh, I can't, can I? Oh, yeah, I can.
You won't be saying that if they hide all your listings.
Right. Yeah, that's true. Right, okay. So the previous flow of the app when you list went photos, title, item specifics, category, description, right? And I always moaned that it was stupid having item specifics and category in that order, because when you change your category, all your item specifics disappear. So it was always better in my eyes that the category came first before item specifics. So now it goes, they've made this change. Now it goes title, category, item specifics. And that's much better, because if you're like, for example, if you are selling similar on another item and it forces you to look at the category first before item specifics, it just makes a whole lot more sense to do that. Finally, they've made that change. And it's a nice little change, because it's so frustrating when you fill in all your item specifics and then you get to the category and you realize it's the wrong category. It takes all the item specifics out. So it's much better having it that way, if you understand my drift.
I wasn't listening.
I know you weren't.
I was.
It was.
Yeah, I was keeping up with Kathy's thing saying what's happening with these. She said that the listings are totally invisible, even our profile has gone.
Really?
Said they're invisible to searches. The seller can see them, but no one else can.
At the end of the day, listen, right? eBay will be on it. They're not going to want that to affect anything.
No,
so
definitely.
you can't do anything about it until eBay fix it. So you got to try not to worry about it.
Fixit said their sales have dropped 2K over the last 2 months. Peter Ray has joined us.
Hi, Peter. Fixit says, I was listening. I know what you mean. Yeah, they just changed the flow, and it flows a lot better now. Because it was so annoying when you listed something, did all your item specifics, and then realized afterwards that it was in the wrong category. Because the minute you change that category, it deletes all your item specifics. You have to start again.
I do know what you're talking about, because it did that to me a few times. Yeah,
it does. But now they've changed the order of it, so that's good.
mainly when you sell similar, isn't it?
Yeah,
Somebody else has done it
exactly.
In the wrong
and a lot of the time, people put things in the wrong categories.
Fletch One says, looks like Borderlands Handsome Jack, not Elvis. I must admit, it is not a very good.
It's not a great likeness.
Yeah, it's not a very good likeness of Elvis at all.
Limelight says, I agree, it's much better in that order. Yeah, it's got to be, hasn't it?
Chris said, fight for 3 months shop subscriptions. And Cherry said the issue started in June, apparently, according to eBay.
Yeah. It's how do you prove that your shop was affected, though, isn't it? How do you prove, unless you had 0 sales, which then that might prove it, but...
Yeah. They've obviously kept that quiet with them, because it started in June.
Yeah. Right, where are we up to? Right, let's talk about this media frenzy. Right, because there's been a lot of chit chat about it, and there's been a lot of false comments about this media stuff that I've been involved in. But before we start that, I want to make an apology, right? Because I am not. Why are you looking at me like that?
I wasn't. I just got a glimpse of the.
I thought you were going to say, "Oh, Chris is making an apology."
No. They can caught my eye. The sunset.
Yeah, I'm going to make an apology because I do not read papers. Right. The only time I read a headline on a paper is when I'm screwing it up and putting it in a box as void fill. Right. And I don't follow media politics. So I was completely unaware of bad feeling towards the Sun. I had no idea at all. You didn't have any idea either, did you? That there was anything to do with the Sun? Yeah. Because we don't read papers. We don't follow it, anything.
I don't really watch the news and stuff like that.
So I will apologise for that if it offended anybody. But the article itself was really good, was really well written. And for everybody who says, oh, that's it, you've given away all the secrets of reselling. And, if you've read the article, you'll know that if anybody out there thinking about reselling actually reads that article, they probably won't start reselling, because I gave it as it is. I said how hard work it was. I said you've got to register for your tax, and you know, register as a business on eBay and you have to get up early and you've got to do 60+ hours a week. You know, anyone reading that's going to think, oh, I'm not bothering with that. So before you make comment about stuff like that, please just read the article. And if you don't want to read the article, then that's fine. But you can't have an opinion on it if you're not going to read it.
Yeah, there was some strange comments.
Yeah.
But on the other side of it, there was some very positive comments as well from the people that did read the article.
I really do appreciate everybody's comments. They came to me and they just said, look, we're really interested in running an article. Would you be interested in, you know, having a chat over the phone about it? And I said, yeah, why not? Because it helps with my YouTube channel. And also it's like when someone recognizes that you're doing a good job, it's nice to talk about it, isn't it? Because it feels like you're getting some recognition from somebody who doesn't even know you, that they like what you do. So I did this article and I didn't get paid for it. No payment. So I wasn't selling my soul for the people who said that.
I think that was just talking to them.
So yeah, maybe. But I wasn't aware seriously of any issues with the Sun.
No.
But yeah, so I did that article with the Sun, and then what happened was the Mail picked up on it, and then Lad Bible ran a story on it, and then, and this is the best one, Supercar Blondie.
I don't even know who that is.
Supercar Blondie did an article. Now I'm guessing that all those companies is the same company, really, like with branches. So they all just do it.
That some of the others though didn't get some of the stuff right. They'd kind of taken the main one and then got some of the bits wrong.
Like the Sun article was the original with everything in it, and the others just took pieces and then like kind of just made up little bits that weren't quite right. Like they got some dates wrong and stuff. And then after all those happened, I had a message from Heart Radio to say, do you want to come on the radio? And I'm shitting myself at that point. I'm literally shitting myself. And I said, look, I don't know if I'm brave enough to do it. So I just thought, you know what? And you know, like the film Yes Man, where sometimes it benefits you to say yes to stuff that is a bit outside your comfort zone. It's like, say yes. You never know what might happen. Something good might come from it. I did get to speak to Jamie Theakston and a woman who I thought
was Amanda Holden,
but wasn't when I came off the phone.
Much to his dismay.
But there you go. That's the media frenzy. And I promise you, I haven't ruined reselling. I haven't given away all the secrets. Basically, the two secrets that I gave away was get up early and register as a business and pay your tax. Oh, no. And third one, sorry, buy things that are old. So that's it. If you can't cope with that, you need to maybe rethink your business plan. And that's it. That's the media frenzy. Now I'm waiting for the chat frenzy. Let me go back to the start.
Flipping Al said, don't forget about us being famous. Chris Tyler
Already?
said, tomorrow's chip paper.
Hang on, no. Who's Flipping Al? Never heard of him.
Chris Tyler said tomorrow's chip paper. Andy said he was only winding you up. He just doesn't like the Sun, which is fair enough.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right.
Apparently Steve Martin is 78 today, just to let you know. Mrs. Love said they've got no clue what you're talking about. They only heard the radio bit. John said tomorrow's void fill, Chris.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's just void fill, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, we like the article. We thought it was really well written.
Yeah. And Andy, I get anybody who doesn't like the Sun. Yeah. I get it. I really do. Now I know, I understand. But
yeah,
I literally had no clue. I had no clue. And I guess you could probably criticize every media outlet for something.
Jeff said, did the article in the Sun turn out to be online only?
Yeah. It was online only, Jeff.
Yeah. Said it would have been good to have a few
physical
copies.
Yeah.
Married to Reselling says, Chris, interested to know how accurate the details were. Most previous ones always say they were misquoted, loads, figures were wrong. No, it was pretty factual.
It was pretty good, really, to be honest. The only thing that obviously was clickbait, a little bit of clickbait, was the title that they used, because it's like, man earns 5k a month selling from car boots or whatever. Well, 5k is the turnover. 5k is the turnover, not the profit. And that's really just like my eBay. It doesn't include my other arms of my business. So,
but then you did have a valid point on one of your comments where you said, if in a regular job, if you're saying how much you earn, you would just go, I earn 30 grand a year. You wouldn't say I earn 30 grand a year minus whatever. So actually I'm earning this. You just say your total figure of what you're on. So I suppose it's no different.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But the rest of it was
very, very accurate. Very accurate.
Like I said, then new watches tonight. We had a couple of new names in, haven't we? Monkey Thistle said, there's no secrets in reselling. You go out and buy tat, then sell it, and it's been going on well before eBay. Very true.
There is. That is true, Monkey.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah. Or Sarah. Was it Sarah? Well, we've had this conversation before, haven't we? I'm saying Sarah.
Cherry says, I'm glad they actually asked you.
The thing is,
don't normally do
that. No, that's true. And I think Dave ABL might have been victim of that, because at the end of the day, like, as a YouTuber and Instagram and whatever, we put information out there in the public domain, and that's what it becomes. It becomes public information, and people can just literally watch a video and make a story out of it. But they contacted me, and, they asked me if, they told me the angle it was going to be. It was going to be about, can you make money from boot sales? And I'm like, yeah, I'm happy with that.
We obviously weren't aware about the Liverpool stuff.
I was not aware.
We are now aware of
and when I sent Big Steve Movie Chats the link to the story, he was like, are you aware of this? And at that point I was like, oh, I did not know that, because you just don't read the newspapers.
Oliver said Belle was letting off some steam on those negative comments. I wasn't. You
were sticking up for me, weren't you?
I wasn't mean. I was just. It bugs me when people write comments when they just haven't read the facts. And the even more annoying thing was I was actually replying with the facts, and nobody was arguing back with me. Well, not I wanted people to argue, but nobody was even responding to the fact I was giving them facts, because I felt like people weren't interested in the actual real stuff. And that's what bugs me when people come and comment and do stuff. It's fine, come and comment with genuine stuff that you want to say if you've got a gripe, but then they weren't coming back when I was trying to give them the actual information. I was like, well, you clearly didn't read it. I think one person put something like, oh, that headline's going to make people think they can go out and earn 5k overnight. It's not that easy. So I just clipped the bit where Chris had put, this is what he does. It's not easy. It's really hard work. And I'm like, well, did you not read this bit? Tumbleweed. And it's like, well,
that's the thing, innit?
No reply to that.
I'm all for like opinions, freedom of speech, and having your say. But if you're going to do that, at least read the article and then have your say and tell me that it's awful, or tell me that this is wrong and that's wrong. That's fine, because of that. That's then a balanced opinion. But you can't have a balanced opinion if you're not going to read it.
Yeah. GT said they thought it was an unusually balanced article. Well,
it was.
Even I was surprised. It was. Lana says there'll always be someone with negative comments, whichever newspaper it was, so take no notice.
Ian said, I think the Sun should have paid you. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. They probably sold that story to all those news outlets and obviously made money, and I didn't get anything. But
it's not. Fine. It was not necessarily about the making money. It was.
I didn't even ask. I didn't even ask about the money. I didn't even say, is this a paid gig or what? I just did the article.
Lin says, if it works out for you, do it.
They didn't go quite as far as that, I don't think, Mrs. Love. No, they didn't go. They weren't calling me that, but they were basically saying, I won't read it because it's the Sun, and we don't like the Sun, basically.
Which is fine. Which is absolutely if you don't want to read it, which is fine. It's the people that then come back and start giving stupid comments that you just think, I don't understand, what's the point? Like somebody piped up about And I know they tried to say that they weren't aiming it at Chris, but the comment clearly, the way it was written, was trying to make out that Chris wasn't legitimate with his business and that he'd made a big business error by telling people how much he earned. And it's like, well, no, because we all know Chris is very transparent with his earnings and with his business and with whatever else. He's got nothing to hide. So.
You can't do something like YouTube and not be 100% legit. You just can't. You can't.
Yeah. Those random ones that just kind of.
Thank you, Fluffy. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to put yourself out, haven't you? You got to.
And take the backlash.
Yeah. Will I do it again? Probably not.
Breakfast TV next for Chris.
Jason says Supercar Blondie has an awesome job and is very easy on the eye.
What? Supercar has an awesome job and is very easy on the eye.
She basically sort of just tests, like she goes and reviews like flash cars, and she'll open the doors and sit in them and say, "Oh, look at this, and this is amazing."
I might have seen some.
You'll have seen some viral stuff on
I
TikTok
might have seen some
adverts and stuff.
Oh, right. So it was that one.
It was that one. Yeah. She said she's going to ring me and do a proper interview at some point.
Well, good luck, because last time you thought that a fit woman was ringing you didn't get Amanda Alden, so your luck's not going the right way. That's what he was nervous about. Kev says it's all your fault, Chris.
It is. I know it's me to blame. I'm to blame for everyone's disastrous eBay. It's down to me.
Fletch one said, throwing yourself to the lions. Chris will be on Strictly next.
That is something I definitely would not do because I cannot dance.
Delboy says, can't understand why people would be negative. Reselling is buying something and the reselling it hopefully for more money. Did Bargain Bell get a mention? Oh no, I stay out of stuff like this. It's all Chris. I'm good with that. To be fair, the business is Chris's. I don't really have anything to do with the business. So he is the brainchild and the owner and the runner of it. I just live with it.
Fluffy says most people don't want to bother getting out of bed on a Sunday morning, let alone walking out. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I was saying to them that, you got to get up at, 5 a.m. sometimes. It's like that would turn off 99% of people who even thought about, oh, maybe this reselling lot, going to a boot sale might be something to do. Once it reads 5 a.m. on a Sunday, forget it.
Dipping One says Brum Reseller did some TV thing for Channel 4. Is that the thing we should have been doing?
No,
was that something else?
No, it was something else. There's like a boot sale. There was a camera crew following him around a boot sale.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking for. I've not seen the video from that yet, but I'd like to see that.
Thank you, Alan46, watching.
Thanks, Georgie.
Life in the First Lane said, Chris just throwing it out there. That's just my eBay turnover, not my other parts of the business as well. Show off. Fluffy said, do these people email flog it and complain that they're showing people how to flip items for hopefully a profit?
Yeah, that's it. Well, thanks for having me back, guys. It's just good to know.
Said article was good, dude. Surely the more people that get into reselling, the better. Means you would constantly have to adapt and improve your business to complete and continue growing. Bargain Hunt is the original reselling show. Do you know, somebody did put a comment on, bless her, right near the end, and I thought she summed it up really well. She just said she didn't understand why people were against you promoting reselling. She said, because if it gets somebody else out of a sticky situation or out of a job they don't like or improves their lifestyle and you're helping them do that, why is that a bad thing? And I just thought, do you know what? Yeah, that's a really good way to look at it. So yeah, I thought that was a lovely comment.
The thing is, right, if you look at how many people watch, even just my channel, right, thousands of people watch videos week in, week out, live shows. And then you multiply that by all the other YouTube resellers. You're talking millions every week. It must be millions of views a week on all the reselling channels in the UK. That must be tenfold the number of people that read that Sun article. That must be 20, 30-fold more in just 1 week. And that's every week. millions of views watching tips on how to do reselling, what to buy at boot sales, all the secrets. That's so much more than people are just reading the Sun article and listening to Heart Radio for 2 minutes and forgotten about it 1 minute later.
And Secret Carper's got a good point. And Heart Radio also cut out the bit where he plugged his YouTube channel. Well, he didn't actually plug it.
I didn't. I was a very subtle answer to a question, right? Because the chat with Jamie Theakston and Zoe Hardman, right? The chat lasted about 5 minutes. And they cut it down to 2 minutes 20 or something. And the one bit that I said, for those that watch my YouTube channel, they'll see me picking up things at car boot sales and then showing you how much it's worth at the end. I just said that was it. And they cut it out. So for me, that's worse than the Sun.
Andy said, I was just worried about backlash from the community. I had it last year and loads of negativity towards him in the reseller.
It always happens, Andy. And I was kind of expecting it a little bit, but just maybe not quite as much. But George Ross got a lot of stick as well.
Do you know what? And I know it was harder for you because you were the person in the firing line. I personally, and I said this to him numerous times, I personally think the negative side of it was tiny compared to the people that were positive. It was like anything else. It was just a very small minority of people that were sort of having a bit of a kickback. I think the majority of people were really nice. But you don't, and it's a natural thing, isn't it? You get drawn towards the negative stuff because that's what bothers you, that's what upsets you. But
it's okay, Andy, it's fine. Fluffy Muffin's got a really good point, and I kind of said this to you, didn't I? We can hate the Sun and never forgive them for their headlines, but you don't have to hate everybody who works at the paper, do you? Yeah. And the guy that I said, I don't know if it was in a group I was in or even in the Discord, I said, you know, the guy, I can only base my opinion on the journalist, Josh, that spoke to me and gave me the respect of the chat, and he put out my story in a very respectful and accurate way. So I can only judge based on that interaction that I've had, because that's all I know from my interaction with the Sun. So, you know, people who work for the paper don't deserve to immediately be thought of as being whatever. You know, they don't deserve that.
Ian G said the media won't change or make up facts unless it's politically expedient in their favour. Yours was general interest item and presented.
It was honestly. Just general interest. It wasn't anything.
Flipping out said, is it a bad time to mention I used to temp for News UK? I will try to absolve myself by saying they were all jerks, but I have to say their hot chocolate machine was epic. Shabba said, so is Supercar Blondie going to test your car then, or are you going to introduce her to Big Steve and Teddy?
Anyway, I think we've covered it, haven't we? I just wanted to say that, and I genuinely wanted to start off by saying I apologise to those that were offended because it was the Sun and because of previous articles that the Sun have written. And obviously, I live in North Wales, which is not far from Merseyside. I would never want to like deliberately offend people by doing that, and that was why I wanted to start with that.
Yeah, thank you for, like Chris said, for all the support in there. Rachel said my mum would never allow the Sun in our house, but only because they use cheap ink that used to leave a mess. Oh my God.
I gave it a go, Kimmy, and I think based on like what my average daily like addition of subs and stuff, like it's impossible to say with views, probably not affected it at all, but I think I've gained since Friday and doing the radio thing as well, probably around 100 subs extra than normal. That's out of the ordinary, so it's helped to grow a little bit. It's helped a bit of awareness, and also when you search Car Boot Chris on Google, it kind of fills up that front page. So if anyone searches my name in future, it's like a brand.
They can hate you all over again.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Bold Finds. James was talking about it on a recent live about your name or your channel becoming a brand. And when you start getting more and more followers and stuff, you kind of have to start looking at it like that it is a brand, and that's what you end up promoting. So yeah, it's kind of that those articles will stay on the line for a while, so they'll always be searchable when you search Car Boot Chris.
George G said, reselling saved my life, not even being dramatic. And we know we spoke to a lot of people where it has literally been the lifesaver for whatever reason, whether it be medical reasons, whether it be mental health reasons. It's a fantastic way for people to rebuild their lives.
Georgie was in a boot sale and they were filming in the back and maybe in the background. Jeff says there's an American guy in Texas who has joined some live streams and only shows his hands on the video. Wow.
Tango 2 Pints has joined us. Hey, good evening, everyone. Hope you're all good. Late entry as on a little skiving break. Ooh, well, don't get into trouble, but thank you for joining us.
Sandra says getting up at 5 a.m. on a Sunday is better than getting up at 7 a.m. Monday to Friday. I still get up at 7 a.m. Monday to Friday. Well,
Chris Tyler
said, maybe.
Chris Tyler said, was this the same radio station as George spoke to?
Oh, I'm not sure. George Ross. I don't think it was Heart Radio. I think George was on another channel. I think George was on a BBC one.
Life in the First Lane said, so what's the oh no then, Chris?
It's coming. I'm going to do it next. Once I get to the bottom of the chat, I'm going to do it.
John said reselling is such hard graft.
It is.
Well, and it's not easy,
hard work. It's got its benefits, right? It's got great benefits, work-life balance and all that. And unless you want to be a machine, and then it's really hard work. But it does have its benefits, but it is generally it's hard work.
Mrs. Love said, Belle, that's so true. Emsdem and you guys got me out of a horrid situation. So thank you, Emsdem and the Haydens. Well, I'm not
that's
sure
very kind of you.
What we did.
No.
But I'm glad that it helped, and I'm glad you're in a better place. Thank you. Oh, I've not seen it. Oh, I was going to say I've not seen Emsdem. Of course, I've seen Emsdem today.
Yeah, they're always here.
They're always here. Oh, Ian G's leaving us. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, Ian. Fluffy the Muffin says...
Fluffy the Muffin. Making it up now.
Fluffy Muffin says, I love the reseller community on YouTube. I'm not a reseller. I'm self-employed and work from home. I love listening, and you're all fab people. Not persuaded. It's not persuaded me to resell.
It's not persuaded me to resell either. That's because I live with it and I see what hard work it is.
Carly says, I'm not against you talking about reselling, but it's your choice of putting it in the scum I find difficult. Well, to be fair, that's fine, Carly, but when it went in, I don't follow. This is what I said earlier. I don't know if you were here or not, but I don't follow the politics of newspapers. I don't follow the headlines. The only time I see a headline on a newspaper is when I'm screwing up and putting it in void fill in a box. I literally don't watch the news unless it's something that I'm immediately interested in.
Usually football.
So I had no idea that there was hatred for the Sun more than any other newspaper. So, and for that, I apologized earlier.
Shabba said you can't please everyone, just like eBay with positives and negatives.
Evening to a reseller's blueprint. Good evening to you. Let's try and get down to the bottom of the chat, babe.
Santa said we need less hate in the world. We certainly do. We do try to put some positivity out there on a Monday, so let's switch it back over again.
Mark Davis, eBay keep banning me, and I do not do reselling no more. Just eBay, not good. Got to keep
banned when I keep getting banned.
Keep getting banned, Mark says, basically, by the sounds of it.
Is it because of stuff you're listing?
Yeah.
Is it in categories that they don't allow?
What are they banning you for, Mark? That's what we probably need to know. Phil's been a member for 7 months. Welcome to Sales in Tonight's show.
Delboy Dan's just read the article. Thought it was informative and a good article.
And also, Delboy Dan says he found a mistake. They got my age wrong. They did. They did.
Yeah.
They added 10 years onto me.
She's very restless.
Yeah,
She's
probably
got a dicky tummy now.
Yeah. Life in the First Lane said, little Steve and I are on Internet Movie Database now. We have our own profiles. Tomorrow's another day. It is indeed. It is.
Them always there like stalkers.
Right, I'm right at the bottom here now.
Helen said eBay and watching YouTube has really helped my mental health. Thanks to everyone I am subscribed to.
That's great, Helen.
Yeah, we're good, and we're glad. We like. That's why we like to have a little bit of a mixture between reselling and just a little bit of stupidity, because it's just a bit of light-hearted fun on a Monday evening, isn't it?
Dizzy says, I agree with Belle and I enjoy car booting, but not brave enough to venture out into the reselling world. Maybe one day, Dizzy.
That's what Chris keeps saying to me.
Santa says, today's a day for anniversaries. Member for 12 months.
For 12 months.
Oh, Cooks, get down, baby. Come on, what's your head? Careful.
Right, what have you got left? Because we're
Right.
up to 20 past, and
we've got an oh no to do, and then the duck race, basically. You're going to get up, Cooks?
You coming up? She's very needy today.
Oh, God.
It's like Cookie's trying to steal the show today.
Right.
Oof.
Let's do an oh no.
Did Mummy give you a horrible treat that's made you not feel very well?
Yes, Mummy did.
I'm sorry.
Oh no.
I think
Okay.
that should be the oh no. Mummy gave Cookie a treat that's gave her a poorly belly.
Okay, this week's oh no, guys. Right. I do cross-list some items to different platforms. I don't cross-list everything. Who are you waving at?
George is going.
Oh, sorry, George. Thank you for joining us. So I do cross-list occasionally. And basically, I sold an item on another platform. Did I tell you about this, babe?
I can't remember.
I sold an item on another platform. And so what I did was I deleted it from eBay. And I like to keep my sort of listed and unsold items clean. So as soon as I deleted it from eBay, I also deleted it from the unsold list, because I thought, well, there's no point in it sitting in unsold. I've sold it somewhere else. It's going. And then I realized I had that sinking feeling about a minute later that on eBay is where the SKU is written. So I deleted the eBay item and I had no idea where the item was located, because now I've got this amazing Amazon style SKU system where there's anything and everything in a box. And everyone said to me before we move, oh, Chris, you definitely should do a SKU system because that'll make life easier.
Well, you can't blame everybody else for
I'm blaming them.
made.
I'm blaming that lot out there. Oh, you've got to do a SKU system. You can't have this categories. Who has categories now? Well, I tell you what, if I'd have had categories, I could have found it very easily. I had to go through every freaking box, and it would be the last 2 boxes out of about 25 big tubs of boxes. Yeah, so lesson for me, I won't do that again, I hope. If I cross-list something and I sell it, I need to make sure I get at least make a note of the SKU before I delete it from eBay. So,
Yes.
yeah. So my amazing SKU system falls apart through human error.
No, you didn't tell me that.
Didn't
That's
I?
good.
I thought I told you.
No.
What
I'm
a
surprised
cock.
I didn't hear you cursing.
What a cock up that was. Cookie looks sorry for herself. She does. She's got a dicky tummy now. Won't mind, but she didn't feel well at weekend either.
No, clearly camel scalp has not gone down
Well, to be fair, I probably could have said that because it's disgusting.
Well, it was a natural doggy treat.
Fletch one says, poor Cookie, hope she doesn't lick her lips.
I know, that's what she was doing before. She was going, and she's ate a load of grass as well now, so that's going to definitely come out at some point.
She's trying to make herself sick when she does that. Exactly, Emsden, exactly.
What's she watching? What's she looking at?
What are you looking at, Cooks?
It's freaking me out. What are you looking at? What are you looking at?
Look, you're looking at all those people out there.
Are you saying hi? Cookie, say hi like that.
Look.
Say hi. Hi, all my fans. Oh.
Lisa says, I've done that once, but now I use Zipsell. You can see the skew on that. Yeah. Could I have checked that? I've only got I've not got the, I'm going to go back to the paid version on Zipsale soon. Would it have shown me on the free version? If it did, then that's a double oh no. Would it have shown me on the free version? I'm going to go back to the paid one soon. Once I'm back up fully running again, which will be probably next week.
Bill's Moon said Cookie's so shiny. Yes, she had a bath yesterday because she walked poop in the house. So yeah, Daddy gave her a bath. Oh no, you're not having one now. Her ears went up then.
Yeah. Reseller's Blueprint. I still maintain Blueprint that it's not a bad idea to use categories. It really isn't, especially in situations like this. But seriously, categories is fine. But from a space saving point of view, I think the SKU system does work better. But I've got a mixture at the minute. I've got part SKU and part categories, and actually part shelving as well, which is in categories really. I've got like all mugs together. I've got like all media together. I've got trainers together. So
do we need to put a lock on that door when Steve come? That one and this one.
Yes.
Geordie Reseller says, here's one, folks. I have a returns for 10 kilograms of trainers from Yes.
Oh, British Used Clothing. That's where I got mine from.
They said they would sort a pickup for it, but now they say I've got to take it to a pickup shop.
What, like an every shop or something? Was it no good then, the trainers? Because mine in the end didn't turn out to be that bad, Geordie. So was yours really bad? If you've got a picture, send it me privately. I'd like to see what you got.
Jeff says Cookie's watching the ghosts in your new house. I hate it when dogs do that. When they start staring at something. Oh, he says he's got COPD, so can't lift 10 kilograms and doesn't have a car.
Oh, crap. Right. Well, just get back onto him then, Geordie, and ask him to organise a collection. Because Every will do collections. I mean, they could send you an Every collection, couldn't they?
They were trying to wind us up. Cam's put Chris, who's behind the curtain, mate. He keeps moving. Shut up. I'll get you back. You know I will. Emsden said Jarrett would have shown you 00 now.
Oh, damn it. Why didn't I think of that? I use Zipsale all the time as well, but I use the free version. Oh.
Elboy Dan says, I sort of use category boxes, but sometimes chuck things anywhere. Did lose something from an order, but told the customer and they said still send it. Lisa says, I'm not sure about the free. The free one doesn't know.
John Wylam says, I use SKU. Any X listed are all placed together as a reminder to delete other listings. Shabbers had a British Used Clothing cancellation. I've had a few people message me actually and say that they've ordered from British Used Clothing and they've had their orders cancelled within a couple of weeks because they can't cope with the demand. That's not great, is it? No. Leia, is that Leia? Is that Leia as in Star Wars? Hi, Chris and Belle. Would Belle ever do a solo video of her car boot pickup finds?
I think I have done.
You have done solo videos.
I have done. The very rare, the like unicorn poo.
Yeah.
The like unicorn poo, because I don't do very well. I don't mind doing the live shows because I've kind of got used to it and it's a bit informal. But yeah, I just get really wound up and nervous when I have to do the videos.
But she has done them in the past. So there's at least a couple on the channel with Belle on. Maybe that's something we should do a bit more of if we can in the future.
I might do. I might do a few more for you. We'll see. But Chris, like I said, I'm just the monkey. Chris is the organ grinder.
Chris Tyler says one of my post offices is starting to accept Every. Well, my post office, which is literally 2 streets away, takes me about 3 minutes to walk there. Some days I walk there with my parcels. They take Royal Mail, Every, and DPD, which are all the 3 services that I use.
Yeah,
which is brilliant because I don't even have to get in the car most days.
Anybody think he'd pick this house for that reason?
I know.
Geordie
Geordie says really bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a shame, that, isn't it? Because they actually commented on the video to say that, you know, the quality control should be a lot better. So I'm guessing that maybe convinced a few people to order, which that's poor.
Mrs. Love says, I think I'm going to give up trying to buy in bulk loads. Tried a couple of times, and 9 out of 10 I lose money.
Try do some hand picks at the wholesalers if you've got any near you, Mrs. Love. There's a wholesaler near here, Lima Vintage. They do hand picks, but you have to spend a minimum 500 quid, and that's a fair chunk. Yeah, that's a big chunk to commit to when you don't really know what you're going to find.
Right, we're up to 21.27, and I think Santa's given us a hint by saying this is the next duck race.
Yeah,
duck race 80.
Okay, you keep the chat talking, babes, while I set up the duck race. Go on, keep the chat talking. Come on, you can do it.
So, what's everyone been up to this week?
Oh, that's such a crap thing to ask.
How's the weather been?
Awful.
It has today. We've actually had some really nice weather, but today has been absolutely shocking. It's done nothing.
This week's supposed to be all right, though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to be all right this week. Jilly B has joined us. Hi, Jilly.
Hi, Jilly B.
Popped in for the latter end of it. Peter Ray says, my local post office just do Royal Mail. Can't even cope with that.
I was dead chuffed. You know what? The post office that I go to, which is, I can probably see it from here. It's that close. It's tiny. It's a tiny little corner shop. But you know what? They never complain. I go in there with 2, 3, 4 bags sometimes full of parcels. They never complain.
No.
And they're so nice in there. We have a good chat. They sometimes save me some boxes and stuff. So
I went to pick Chris's parcel up from Vinted the other day. So he gave me his... Oh, no, I didn't have your ID because I was on my way back from somewhere, and I went in and I showed them my ID and said, oh, can I pick this parcel up? I've only got my ID. And she looked at it and she went, is the parcel for Chris? She went, that would make you Mrs. Hayden. I was like, yes, that's me. 7 weeks and they already know exactly who you are.
Thanks, George. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming along. Look forward to the duck race prize coming in.
Oh, cooks. You fat sausage.
How many ducks in the race tonight? Let's just have a little check.
20 weeks until Christmas. Woohoo! But we've got to get through fall before then. I went in the range the other...
Let her down.
I went in the range the other day for the first time. I had a wander around the range, and oh my God, they had the most amazing fall stuff. I am so... When Chris doesn't know and I'm on my own, I'm going to go and buy a load of stuff and decorate the porch up. Don't tell him. With pumpkins and all that sort of cool stuff. Then we can celebrate Christmas.
There are 73 ducks in the race tonight, guys, and this is your prize, courtesy of Car Boot Chris and Bargain Bell and Cookie.
She's like, really? Me?
Look, what's this, Cooks?
Sit it up. Get a kiss. Give it kisses.
So you've got a little beanie TY duck. What's the name of this duck? Jake the duck.
I'm Jake the
Don't.
duck.
No. No.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Do not go there.
Sorry.
I've had enough complaints for the last 2
It just
days.
popped into my head.
Okay, so you get Jake the duck, and this amazing eBay mug will be yours in the post for the winner of tonight's duck race number 80. There are 73 entrants. Are you doing the commentary, babe?
I can't see from here.
Okay, that's your excuse, is it?
The range is what Wilkes should be. I think that's it. Please tell. Was that the dog?
Was that you?
No.
Oh my God, a live trump from Cookie. That is gold dust. Oh! I heard that, Cook. I never hear Cookie's trumps, but I heard that. I'm going to have to rewind that. What timestamp are we on? 1 minute 29. I'm going to rewind that and check it.
Cookie.
Bloody hell, Cooks.
I think you need to get down, Cookie. You're getting too warm. Go on. Oh, that smells bad too. That was so loud. She's like a deflating balloon at the minute. Oh.
Right. Are we ready for the duck race? Here we go. Let's share the screen here.
Oh, Jilly says autumn stuff, Belle. Autumn, not fall. That I couldn't. Oh, that smells bad.
Oh, babe, you wafted it here. Stop it.
I couldn't think of the word autumn, so I got fall in my head. It's the outdoor rug all over again. Tango 2 Pints is off back to work. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, Tango. That's worse than yours, that, babe, I have to say. Right, are we ready for the duck race? Everyone's waiting now.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. And they're off. The ducks are out, and it's a tight start with Gopher taking an early lead. Laura Rouse at the bottom there. Treasures by Brenda. That could be a first entrance. I don't remember Treasures by Brenda. Jason Entwistle in the middle. Helen is in the purple duck right at the front there. Jason Entwistle and the Gopher also up front. Towards the back, we've got Paula Ann. Soul Steps is going out of the race. I Dream of Crafting. We've got Scouse Dan, Phil Higginson, Kev Smith, Mike and Francis, and Alan Starbucks. Let's go back to the front of the race. We've got Flipping Ellis closing in on the front. What was that noise? Are you front then?
We're just still laughing at us.
Alison Wakefield. We've got Mike and Francis slowly creeping up to the front. Lazy Jane is Batgirl. Deborah Nardone. You know, every time I type Deborah Nardone in for a duck, it changes her surname from Nardone to Sardine. And it is so annoying. Every time, Sardine. Phil Higginson is leading at the moment. GT Preloved at the bottom. Simon Elliott is the Dr. Duck. Titch in the middle as Donald Trump. Pete's Retro has got a naked duck. ABL Dave is swimming in there and taking in the lead now. Dave is taking the lead here. Kev Smith coming up as well. Lynn at the bottom of the screen there. Les Wilkins. Ali Evans at the top there. Jeff's in the middle. Jeff could win this. We've got 20 seconds on the clock. Delboy Dan's flying in at the back there, coming right up front. Les Wilkins currently leading with the Mermaid Duck, with Thomas Evans in second place with a naked duck. We've got 10 seconds on the clock. It looks like it's going to be out of Thomas Evans or Les Wilkins. It could be either. It's going to be neither. Who's it going to be?
It's going to be Andy.
Andy Incognito is going to win this.
So Jeff's prediction of an 8 duck was 35 was not correct, but well done.
Andy Incognito wins the race, takes the prize. Also, Andy gets entered, if he's not already, I don't know if he's won before, but Andy gets entered into the Christmas Day Duck Race Champion of Champions.
His second win, so he's already in it.
Oh, he's already in it, is he?
He's already in it. So you'll only get one, but you're already in. Delboy Dan said, so close. Oh, well.
There you go. Well done to Andy. Andy, please send me your address somewhere, either on Discord or somewhere. Just send me your address, please.
Turn the music on the clock, you know. Peter Ray said nearly there once again. Andy said he won on his birthday in February.
Oh, did he? Don't remember that.
Which one? I ate that duck.
Mm.
Turn it off.
I couldn't stop it mid-flow. I had to wait until the end of the sentence. There we go. That is the duck race. Was that number 80?
Yes, it was.
So the the Christmas Day race is building nicely.
We've slowly started to get some prizes for. We've decided we're going to do like a hamper prize,
a duck hamper,
like a duck hamper prize for the Christmas Day win.
There you go. Jeff says Andy won back on the 27th of February, number 55.
How weird, because his duck today was 55. I'm sure it was.
Was it though?
Yeah, I think it was. Pretty sure.
I don't know. I've deleted it now because you told me to delete it.
Let me go back.
You're not going to be able to do it. Thank you to everyone tonight for joining us for our show. And did you find a bell end?
You mean apart from you? No, I forgot today. And 55 his duck was today.
That's spooky. It was number 55.
So you won race 55 and now you've run with duck 55. I think you need to use 55 as a number for something.
Is there an eBay mug in the Christmas hamper? There might be. I've not decided. I've got a couple more eBay mugs that I can dish out. So I might put one in the Christmas Day hamper.
So yeah, duck 55 one.
Thanks, Delboy Dan.
Yeah, thanks for joining us. A whole duck hamper. It's a Christmas miracle.
It is. Cheers, Andy. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I upgraded my subscription to win.
Babs at the Attic. Good night to
I'm
you.
watching the women's football.
Oh, is it tomorrow? Or is it Wednesday? It's a semi-final, isn't it, of the World Cup? I think it's Wednesday, isn't it?
Monkey 3 said, Chris, shout outs to subs. You missed them.
Oh, I've not finished yet.
Well, come on. It's like 22. People want to go to bed.
I was going to do it.
Well, you can do it instead of Bell's End.
All right. Instead of Bell's End, I'm going to say a big thank you to all our members. You know what? Oh, no, I did write it down as well. I just missed it. Yorkshire Mix, Matt Sell Stuff, Glamour's Closet, Paul Daubney, GT Preloved, Cy, Chris Smith, Rachel Nash, Phil Higginson, Brooke, Tam and Bell Sell, Secret Carper, Hillary Rhodes, Steve-O, Anything Vintage, Sam, Mick Page, Drink and Dive, The Monkey Thrifter, Fix It for Reselling, The Dave, Soul Steps, Santa, Andrew Milburn, Proza, Dave ABL, DB Resells, SB Reselling, Emsden, Andy Incognito, and West Lancs Flips. Thank you all so much. Really appreciate you all joining us. If anyone else may be interested in our membership and joining our little Discord chats and our
and thank you to the new ones from today.
And any newbies, please message me as well. Thank you.
Deborah said, great live show again from Deborah Sardine. Thank you.
Yeah. Serious to God, every time you do it now, right? Go on, like if you've got a MacBook, type somewhere Deborah Nardone, and it changes it to Sardine. Every week it does it. Has anyone seen the Pez Outlaw? Oh, not seen that, but is it Pez as in the sweet dispenser?
I'll have to have a look for it.
Oh, that sounds good. Oh, the plush lady, good night. Thank you for joining us.
Somebody said I loved it too. Such a great story. Oh, worth a watch.
Yeah, look out for that.
Take that one out. Oh, is that it? Are we done? We're done. Well, there isn't a bell end, so I'm just going to wish you all well, send you lots of love and hugs, and hope you all have a fab week. Bye.
Thanks very much for watching. Really appreciate it. If you want to catch up on another one of my videos, you can try one like this or one like this. They're both good ones. Give it a go, or you can subscribe by pressing this button here. There you go. See you later.